With the year coming to a close soon, I wanted to take a look at the movies that I'm looking forward to the most in 2015. Also, just before we go into this, you won't see any of these movies on this list because I haven't seen the other films in their franchises. Insurgent, Mad Max, Fury Road, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Part 2, Terminator Genesis, with a Y for some reason, Furious 7, Bond 24, and Pitch Perfect 2. Oh, and also, this is my list of movies that I can't wait to see, so since I'm really more or less a kid, don't expect to see Silence, that Steven Spielberg Cold War movie, or any of those Oscar-type flicks. Anyway, these are my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2015. Let's start. Number 10. Fantastic Four. If you know my channel in the slightest, it may surprise you that a superhero movie is the lowest on this list. Well, recent news about the film has led me to drop this from number 5 to number 10. For example, the fact that Dr. Doom is not actually going to be Dr. Doom, but is going to be an antisocial computer hacker.
Now, we got him as Doom because he's a programmer, and in wherever he is, chat rooms, he's Doom.
But it is a superhero movie, so I'm still excited for it. The cast doesn't seem that terrible, and some of the Fantastic Four comics are pretty, well, fantastic. Also, The Thing looks awesome. Just putting that out there. Number 9. Jurassic World. Now, I'm not going to act like I'm a fan of Jurassic Park, because I haven't seen it. Or I might have, but it was when I was too young to remember. But hey, dinosaurs are pretty cool, and this movie has me excited. It has a sweet-looking cast with Star-Lord at the forefront, and 2 other actors who I actually know. The dinosaurs, especially with the technology we have nowadays, are going to look phenomenal. And between the leaked images and the trailer, this film has me psyched. And that's coming from a guy who hasn't even seen the original. Number 8. The Good Dinosaur. Anything Pixar related would have been like my number 2 on this list, before Cars 2 and Brave came out. I saw those films as a kid, and I still thought they weren't up to par. But hey, I really liked Monsters University, so it seems Pixar's getting their stride back. Now, Pixar's 2015 releases are going to be vital. If they suck, that might kill Pixar once and for all. But if they're great, that little lamp will be back in the game. The Good Dinosaur has me excited mainly because of A, Pixar, and B, the concept to me sounds pretty cool. It seems like there's going to be a lot of dinosaurs in 2015. Number 7. Inside Out. More Pixar. You can take pretty much everything I said about Pixar about 15 seconds ago and apply it here as well. The teaser for this movie didn't really hit home since it has about 2 seconds from the actual movie. But the idea that emotions like anger, fear, love, and so on get little animated personified figures is quite intriguing. However, I am a little worried that this film will pull a Cars 2 and just be a kids movie for little kids. Which, you know, isn't terrible, but Pixar is known for making movies that are loved by people of all ages. I know adults who love Toy Story and Up and The Incredibles. Mention Cars 2 and they're like, that's the one with the tow truck, right? But alas, if Pixar does hit the nail on the head, this could be awesome. Please don't screw this up, Pixar. Number 6. Minions. Yeah, I told you this was my list. Despicable Me 1 and 2 are 2 of the most awesome animated movies, in my opinion. And what is synonymous with this franchise? The Minions. At first, I was skeptical on whether a film with the Minions could work without them having Gru or the girls to play off of. But the trailer has restored my confidence completely in Kevin, Stuart, Bob, and the rest of the gang. The humor is spot on with what I would have expected and wanted from a movie like this. All around, it looks pretty hilarious, and I honestly can't wait. Number 5. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I know, this is number 1 on pretty much everyone else's list, but I'm not a very big Star Wars guy. I haven't watched the prequels, which pretty much any Star Wars fan will congratulate me on, but the original trilogy never seemed as culturally phenomenomic as it is today. That's a real word, by the way, look it up. But those Star Wars movies are still pretty cool, and this film looks like quite the awesome space adventure. J.J. Abrams is a good director from the films I've seen, and the cast looks pretty good. It has Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher, which is exciting. And, these people. There's Gollum, Bill Weasley, the dude from Let's Be Cops, oh, and Lupita Nyong'o. Obviously, I don't know a lot of these people, but seeing as it has a lot of talent behind it, this might just be the coolest space film since, well, Guardians of the Galaxy, actually. Number 4. Peanuts. Or the Peanuts movie, whatever they're calling it. Now, I'm not a die-hard Peanuts fan, but I really love those old TV specials. Like A Charlie Brown Christmas, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and all the others. But this film would have never been this high on this list if not for the recent trailer. When film studios announce that they're remaking a thing that I love, I usually get kinda disappointed. Now, this kind of thing hasn't really happened to people my age yet, but of course there are those Transformers movies, the Smurfs movies, and the new Ninja Turtle movie. Remakes of shows or comics or whatever that are loved by thousands of people. Now they're making a CGI SpongeBob, and it's just a matter of time before Phineas and Ferb get ruined. But when this trailer came out, it is exactly what I would have wanted a new CGI Peanuts movie to be like. It of course looks like it's made with modern technology, but just the style and the colors and the music and sound effects.
Good grief.
It has the feel of the old Peanuts specials. I have no idea what the plot of this film is going to be, but I am pumped for it. Number 3. AntMan. This film has had quite a few problems for quite some time. Edgar Wright was getting ready to direct it all the way back in 2003, if you can believe it was that long ago. Which makes the news that he got scrapped at the last minute even sadder. Yeah, that's a metaphorical slap in the face if I've ever seen one. However, he and the new director Peyton Reed have been discussing it, so hopefully the movie will be like Wright's original vision or whatnot. Anyway, why am I excited for it? It's a Marvel movie. That should basically be reason enough. Marvel Studios is on a complete roll here. I have not seen a single MCU film that I did not enjoy. Some films aren't as good as others, but I think they're all great. Also, Ant-Man is a pretty cool character, except for when he is, getting into arguments with his wife. But they're not even doing that version of him, so who cares about that? The test footage looks awesome, and it has a great team behind it, with the cast including Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, and Michael Douglas. Number 2. Kung Fu Panda 3. Alright, you may think this is a bit of a random choice, but hear me out. The reason Kung Fu Panda 3 is so high up on this list is because Kung Fu Panda was my favorite film growing up. I loved it so much, and it's still my favorite animated movie. I know most people would say Lion King or Toy Story or Shrek 4, but to each their own, I guess. Anyway, that's mainly why Kung Fu Panda 3 is here. While I didn't like it as much as 1, Kung Fu Panda 2 was still very good. Also, this one has a ton of talent behind it. Jack Black, Angelina Jolie, Dustin Hoffman, Seth Rogen, Mads Mikkelsen, and Heisenberg. And number 1, Avengers Age of Ultron. Yep, I'm sorry, but Avengers is my favorite film of all time. Actually, I'm not at all sorry for that. So of course the sequel is going to be my number 1. The all-star cast is returning to fight off Pinocchio Bot.
There are no strings on me.
Now being joined by Quicksilver, no, not that guy, this guy, Scarlet Witch, and the Vision, who's seen here being completely useless. It would have been my most anticipated movie anyway, but now that the trailer for Age of Ultron has dropped, my excitement has gone to a fever pitch. This film is going to be amazing. I mean, there aren't any bad superhero movies nowadays, right? Oh. So, those were my most anticipated movies of 2015. What are yours? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want to see what movies I think will make the most money next year, click this video right here. Thank you for watching, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.